What's going on, family? What it do? What it do? Ain't nothing new. Just trying to make it through, and just giving you my side of the story. You know what I'm saying? Fernando, yeah, let's go. Yeah, just trying to give you my side of the story, my journey and what I'm experiencing, my perspective, my perception, my reality, what's going on in my mental space. You know what I'm saying? Why I act the way I act, do what I do. And this topic just basically, for me, I mean, I'm fine with being weird. I'm okay with being weird. And weird is unusual, strange, not common, right? So I don't feel like I'm usual, because the usual person in this targeting program, the common person, they would have received absolute results, facts. You can't tell me all day. They would have received absolute results. So by you being a TI that's surviving, you're automatically classified as weird, strange, and unusual. Because everybody that is usual, everybody that is common, you know what I'm saying, everybody that is normal, you get what I'm saying, with the herd mentality, you know what I mean, follow the leader type mentality, they would have emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's common for people to fall into their emotions. It's common for people to protect their ego, their pride, their reputation, especially in America. You know what I'm saying? Just being American itself is a title worth having pride for. Just being a U.S. citizen is a title for having pride for. People don't even think of that. You know what I'm saying? Just being born in this U.S. soil, it gives you a sense of pride. You know what I'm saying? Even a homeless bum living under the bridge is more privileged than a worker in a third world country that works his butt off every day. You know what I'm saying? More benefits here. So, you know what I mean? You just gotta, wow. So when you think about that, everybody operates off their pride and their ego. Then you see absolute results with this targeting. Absolute, when you have numerous amount of people studying you, seeing your weak insecurities, vulnerable spots, or anything that could annoy, agitate, you know what I'm saying? Usually people have good days, but when it's this much, you know what I'm saying? People, you know what I mean? Indirect, subliminals and stuff like that, people go act out. You get what I'm saying? Even if your friends don't ghost you, you gonna end up probably ghosting them. You know what I'm saying? So it's that deep. You know what I mean? So this program gonna get absolute results, and the people that survive this program, they be labeled as weird, unusual, or strange. You get what I'm saying? But the weird, unusual, or strange is a belt of a championship belt, really. You know what I mean? It's a championship belt. You survive the unsurvivable with dealing with one of the coldest psychological methods. You know what I'm saying? And you know it deprives from a female, because why I say it deprives from a female, because a dude, they're too simple to have this psychological logic. You know what I'm saying? You know, have this type of psychological, you know what I'm saying? Unless they've been grown in a feminine, you know what I mean? Just feminine energy, but it's like masculine energy men that just operate off masculine energy. They just, you know, simple logic, you know what I'm saying? To the point. This is psychological. This is not going off of masculine energy. So if you know the psyche of like women's psychology and stuff like that, you'll get a better understanding of this program. You know what I'm saying? And this program tries to be like a pimp. You know what I mean? I feel like the biggest pimp was the slave masters. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of these pimps with these flashy suit and outfits and all, you know what I mean? Their hair all long and stuff like that to try to look more dazzling than, the woman and stuff like that. They want to be the baby. They want to be taken care of. They want to be the baby. You know what I'm saying? They just want you to put it in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? This program tries to operate like a pimp, and the first thing in a pimp's mind is he's trying to break the female. You know what I mean? Use her trauma against her, break her mind. You know what I mean? And the body is available. You know what I mean? Demonic possession. It's open for demonic possession. You know what I'm saying? The body's available. There's no one in there. They're gone. They done sunk into that conscious place like get out. That's what the pimp's mentality. You know what I'm saying? And boom. This is what this program is doing. Psychologically, you know what I mean? Trying to break you. You know what I mean? They didn't think that you could, the stuff that you're doing, they didn't think that it was possible for a person like you. Not saying it's humanly possible. Of course, it's humanly possible, but for a person that they thought you were, you know what I'm saying? They thought you was autism, or they thought you was like slow, or you know what I'm saying? They thought you wouldn't catch on. They thought all these things. They thought that maybe you like abuse, you like being homeless, maybe you know what I'm saying? You don't like having a faithful woman, you know what I mean? Maybe you know what I'm saying? You can go both ways, like all this type of energy. You get what I'm saying? This is what they, displaying. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can make you a pedophile or a predator. All these things, you know what I'm saying? So, boom, it didn't work. First of all, you have self-control, you know what I mean, not to let your sexual energy override, you know what I'm saying, your logical thinking. You know what I'm saying? You stop doing drugs. I'm not under the influence. You know what I'm saying? I'm not drinking, so I'm not accessible. So now it's like a thing of, well, since he's weird, unusual, he's a survivor of the targeting. We can't break him. You know what I'm saying? All we can do is just isolate him. It's gonna make you weird. It's gonna make you weird. You get what I'm saying? And it's not nothing to even brag about. You're a survivor, so it's okay to be a weird TI. It's definitely okay. You know what I'm saying? Because now they gotta play the find his tribe. So now it's basically find his tribe. And they thought they found my tribe because I was venturing off a little bit into the conscious community, because I was under the influence of drugs at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was going through my homelessness. And at the time, that season, that mental space, hey, you all right? At the time and at the mental space that I was at was New Age consciousness. I was at the time in the mindset of New Age consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And being in that mindset and gathering that knowledge, it didn't really get me nowhere. You know what I mean? It was fascinating, but it didn't really get me nowhere. That wasn't my soul tribe. You know what I mean? All that got shut down when I had that experience in Orlando. You know, it's in my videos. I had that experience with, or that paranormal experience, that recruitment experience. After I had that experience, I've been revealed to what this consciousness and stuff lead to. I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like they're trying to recycle things it's like they're recalibrating. You know what I mean? Like trying to catch up with your speed. You know what I'm saying? And you've been past that season. They still trying to get you back in that, like yank you out of your belief system. You know what I'm saying? It didn't captivate you. That you're not a part of that. I'm not a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no matter what it takes, you know what I'm saying, to find his tribe. People try to like befriend you, but it's a lot of turnoffs, you know what I mean, in this gang stalking program. You know, it's a turnoff when people do indirects and subliminals around you. No matter how cool the person is, no matter what type of gadgets they have, it's a turnoff. It's almost like when people want to be friends with you just so they can use whatever you have. It's like they talk about you behind your back. They're not really cool with you, but you may have something that they want, so they have you around just to get what they want. Or they have certain people may have friends just that they can dump their energy on. You know what I'm saying? You're just responsible for listening to my sorrows and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying? Like the person that come around like just to smoke weed or something, and they know that you have a weed, so they'll sit there, have a conversation, kick it with you until they smoke that weed and blunt, and then it's like, oh, it's time for me to dip. I gotta go. All right, I'll see you tomorrow to smoke that next blunt. It's like that. You see the codes. This gang stalking has elevated you. You see things, the code, you know, Neo, the Matrix, those green symbols and signs, the hologram, the codes, the computer programming codes that Neo was able to see with his eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? That's like what certain TIs see. They see the codes. So it's like you're thankful that the program has unraveled that truth to you. So it's like, since you've been elevated, you don't have time to just waste your energy on people that's just draining your energy. The indirect subliminals a turnoff. It's just draining your energy, no matter how cool the gadgets is. You know what I'm saying? When people come with this down low bisexual energy, it's a turnoff. It's not that you have anything against homosexuals, but it's just a turnoff. Like, people be cool, but it's just like down low energy, like sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's awkward. It's a turnoff. It's like the indirects and it's like the subliminals. So it's like only time that you deal with this people like this is when it's mandatory, when you have to go to work, or when it's just mandatory. You know what I'm saying? But when it's your time and you're comfortable, you don't want to deal with people like this. So by you being weird and strange and not having friends and stuff like that, it's cool. It's fine being elevated. You dealing with people that, you know what I'm saying? Let's say it's a beach and there's these group of kids, you know what I mean? They build the sandcastle. It looks real good. It actually looks like a sandcastle. All you did was put a cup in the sand and made a little, you know what I mean? Little monument out of the sand with the cup. And just because you won't come and play with them, you know what I'm saying? When you turn around, they sit there and smash the little sandcastle that you built. They wanna damage that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with this program. It's like these people, they do the tactics, and now they want you to, since they seen that you survived, and you're unusual and you're weird, you survived. You're unusual, you're weird. Now they want to find a way to get you with them. You know what I'm saying? You have to dim your light. You have to come down. You know what I mean? You have to come down on their level. And it's like, no, I see the truth for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And still treat people with respect. But it's just like those things doesn't appeal to you anymore. That mindset doesn't appeal to you anymore. And then even if people ain't operating off down low or bisexual energy, but it's like you feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's the criminal minds and stuff like that. It's like you don't even want to get in the car with some people. You don't want to get caught up in some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I wouldn't even want to get in the car with certain people. Like, it's that deep. I wouldn't even want to get in the car with certain people. I wouldn't even want to hang out with certain people to even play the game inside their place, not knowing what setup scenarios that, you know what I mean? It's just, especially when, you know what I'm saying, you've been surviving this long. You don't want to put yourself in a self-sabotaging scenario. And lately, certain situations been self-sabotage, meaning you made the conscious decision, you know what I'm saying, and it didn't fall in your favor. So it's just like, nah, when people trying that hard, get you to play the game or stuff, get you out of your comfort zone, like, nah, don't let the flashiness take you away. Like Abu off Aladdin. Abu, that monkey, I think it was Aladdin's pet or Aladdin's friend or whatever. And when they got into that cave, they seen all the treasures and stuff, but they couldn't touch the treasures. And then Abu seen that ruby diamond, and it got his attention, and he touched it, and the thing turned into fire. It's the same thing. It's like what they try to dazzle you with to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? With the gadgets, the oohs and the ahs, that we get normal, common people. That's not weird. That's why it's absolute results. You know what I'm saying? But when you elevate it and you see things for what it is, you know what I'm saying? The people that's for you is going to come natural. The artificial is going to be, this is what the results of artificial. It's not natural. You know what I'm saying? It feels forced. You know what I mean? Doesn't feel organic at all. And it just, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? So it just turn off energy. Every single time you focus, and it's like they want you to forget the positive things you have done, the positive changes that you have changed in your life. It may seem minuscule to them, you know what I'm saying? But it's a huge accomplishment to you. You know what I mean? In your mind, in your reality, in your mental space. You know what I'm saying? It's a huge accomplishment. And it's like, it ain't meant for you to get caught up to date and be on their speed. You work your speed, you work your pace. You work what works for you. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody push you out of your position, especially if you get in a position where you start to make a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? They will send reinforcement to try to affect your money flow. You know what I'm saying? People start popping up. You know what I'm saying? But you got to deal with each individual accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And if they turning you off with the subliminals indirect, you keep things to a minimum. You know what I mean? You don't be mean towards people that's looking out for you. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to have small talk, small conversations, but don't get out of your comfort zone to try to prove anything to anybody. You don't have to prove nothing to no one. You know what I'm saying? They sitting here, they've proven all that they can to you to try to get you to dim your light and gaslight you to infinity and beyond, so you can forget where you at. You can forget that you elevated. You know what I'm saying? If they can trick you out of your position to get you to forget that you elevated and get you to come down on their level, they got you. That's all it is reeling you in with bait after bait after bait to get you on their level. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's okay to be weird. It's okay to be strange. It's okay to be unusual, because that's what's breaking. That's the glitch in the matrix, in the system. You know what I'm saying? That's what's not giving them that absolute result. And it's constantly elevating. And when you find people that has a similar mindset that you have, you know what I'm saying, that wants to elevate, that understands the codes of the system, that understands that's deep like that, and that perspective. You know what I mean? Them the type of people, that's the tribe. You know what I'm saying? It's not the artificial, you know what I mean? Like, you can't put it on. It got to be in you. It's not on you. It's not what you put on. It's in you. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many people that these people can fool. You know what I'm saying? It's the weird ones that they can't fool. So be thankful that you one of the weird ones, family. With that being said, peace.